To this lesson. So this is exponential equations. Okay, so now we've moved on from exponential expressions, and now we're going to apply that to exponential equations. So we're going to use basically the same steps, except we're going to solve for x. Okay, so in the end, we need x is equal to something. And that's your difference between your equations and your expressions, is that there's an equal sign with your equations. So we're going to start with this example, which is 3 times 2 to the power of x is equal to 24. So we want to get x by itself. So we always ask, what do we need to get rid of to get x by itself? So the first thing we need to get rid of is this 3. So it's been multiplied by the 2 to the power of x, so we divide both sides by 3. So we've got 2 to the power of x is equal to 24 divided by 3 is 8. Okay? Then I need to make it into my prime factor basis. So 2 to the power of x, and I know that 8 can be written as 2 to the power of 3. Now I can see my bases are the same. Okay, so my bases are the same. So now I can just work with my exponent. So x is equal to 3. Okay, let's try another one. So if we have 9 to the power of x minus 1, 27x times 3 to the power of x plus 2. So first let's look at our prime factor basis. So we've got 3 to the power of 2, x minus 1, 3 to the power of 3, power of x, times 3 to the power of x plus 2. Okay, now let's use our exponential law. So 2x minus 2, 3 to the power of 3x times 3 to the power of x plus 1. And now on this side, I can do it more. So I've got 3 to the power of 2x minus 2 is equal to 3. Because they're multiplying and the bases are the same, I can say 3x plus x plus 1. So I add the exponents. Now I can see my bases are the same. Okay, they're singular on each side. So I just have to work with the exponents. So 2x minus 2 is equal to 3x plus 1. Okay, so now let's get all my x's to one side, all my bases to the other side. So I've got 2x minus 4x because I've taken the 3x plus x over, and I've got 1 plus 2. So this will be negative 2x is equal to 3, which will then be 3 over negative 2. Okay. Hope I am just checking that I've done this correctly. Let me just... Okay, I see what I've gone wrong here. Apologies. So here I've written this as a plus 1 instead of a plus 2. Whew. Okay, so I can go, the bases are the same, so I just work with my exponents. Okay, and now I just bring all my x's to one side, so 2x minus 4x is equal to 2 plus 2. So this will be negative 2x is equal to 4. So x will be negative 2. Apologies for that. Okay, so that's your basic types. That's your type A that you're working with. So your prime factor bases are very important. Try and get the bases the same, so you just have to work with the exponents. All right. Now let's look at if we're taking out a common factor. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we're taking out a common factor. So these are your type B ones, right? So 2x plus 2 minus 2x equals 12. So I can see there's a minus here, so I can't just dive into my exponential laws. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see I can take out a common factor. So 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of x equals 12. So I can take 2 to the power of 2x as a common factor. So this will be 4 minus 1. Okay, so if this is 4 minus 1, that gives us 3. And now I can just divide by 3. 2 to the power of x is equal to 4. And then I get the bases the same. And I've got x is equal to 2. Okay, so you can slow it down if this is going very fast. That's the beauty of online. Let's try this one. 3 times 9x minus 3 to the power of 2x minus 1. Okay, equals 24. All right, so let's just do prime factor basis for ourselves. So we've got 3 times 3 to the power of 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of 2x times 3 to the power of negative 1. Okay, so now I can see I've got 3 to the power of 2x as a common factor here. Okay, so let me take it out. I've got 3 minus 3 to the power of negative 1 equals 24. Okay, so let me work out what's in the bracket because I can always divide numbers by it. So 3 minus 3 to the power of negative 1, that will give us 8 over 3. So now let me multiply both sides by 8 over 3. So 3 to the power of 2x. Okay, if I multiply it by 8 over 3, I'll get rid of it. Now 24 times 8 over 3 will give me 64. Now let's try get the bases the same so we can just work with the not times 8 over 3. What am I saying? Divided by 8 over 3 because it's being multiplied. Okay, so we have 3 to the power of 2x equals, if I go 24 divided by 8 over 3, I get 9. I get the bases the same. And now I can just work with the exponents. So I get x is equal to 1. Okay. Now at this point, if you don't want to use your calculator for that, so let's look at this. So we've got 3 to the power of 2x times 8 over 3. Okay. This is basically 3 to the power of 2x times 8 over 3 because the numerators multiply. Okay, so then to get rid of everything, I can multiply by 3 both sides. Okay, and then in the second step, okay, so if I've got 24 times 3, I've got 72. In the second step, I divide by 8. So it's going to give me 9. Okay, so you can also do it that way. All right. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at there for today. And then please make sure that you do the exercises that I give you. And then I'll see you guys on Monday.